This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate, because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real, and Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grinnell Booster Club supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group? Join the Grinnell Booster Club today.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by Polly Ice Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, West Finch Auto Plaza, the Dairy Barn, ASI Science, the Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars, the Grinnell Booster Club. Our innings are brought to us tonight by Brent Nichols State Farm. Our scoreboard is brought to you by Grinnell Mutual, which they cover all of our scoreboards for all sports, all seasons long. And then our foul balls are brought to you by Cirques Financial Services. Stop in and see Tom, Natalie, and Dustin for all your financial needs. Chris Juni has the call tonight. What do you got for us?
All right, Dan, thank you very much, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Grinnell Tiger Baseball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network on YouTube. Glad to have you along on this Thursday evening. Just a non-conference game from the Heart of Iowa Conference. The Nevada Cubs come to town, coached by a familiar name if you've been following Grinnell Athletics for a while, Steve Glenn, former assistant basketball coach here and former coach here in the Grinnell Newberg system, is now the head baseball coach at the Nevada Cubs. And as I said, they're out of the Heart of Iowa Conference. They come in with a record of 5-6 in conference, 12-10 overall, winning their last two games, including a shutout win last night over South Hamilton, 9-0. And so Cubs come in, a little non-conference game tonight. I'm sure part of the schedule was Coach Glenn wanted to bring a team back to Grinnell, where he has a lot of great memories of his time here. So looking forward to that. Grinnell Tigers, of course, are on a roll. After losing to Indianola, or correction, they lost to Newton in the first game of a doubleheader. They won like their last 6 in a row, including beating Indianola just the other night. So Tigers sitting at 13-2 over in conference, 25-2 overall, ranked number 2 in the state rather in the latest poll by the Iowa High School Baseball Coaches Association. Let's go through the starting lineups first for the visiting Nevada Cubs. They'll go together this way. Leading off and playing center field, number 10, Gavin Malone. Batting second base, number 16, Cale Franzen. Batting third, right fielder, number 5, Ty Dittmer. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 35, Connor Schenectady. Batting fifth, shortstop, number 2, Carter Beving. Batting sixth, designated hitter, number 1, William Karlsrud. Batting seventh, left fielder, number 17, Christian Hawbaker. Batting eighth, catching, number 11, Anthony Eaton. Batting ninth, third baseman, number 3, James Edwards. And pitching but not batting, number 22, Colton Leslie. As I said, Nevada Cubs coached by Steve Glenn, 5-6 in the conference, 12-10 overall from the Heart of Iowa Conference. For the Grinnell Tigers and Coach Tony Stenberg, as I said, they're 13-2 in conference, 25-2 overall. They go together this way for their starting lineup. Leading off for the Tigers, catcher number 5, Cole Johnson. Batting second baseman number 6, Alex Smith. Batting third, shortstop, number 7, Colin Gibson. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 2, Will Doty. Batting third and pitching will be number 3, Brady Kaufman. Batting sixth will be third baseman, number 12, Jalen Idle. Batting seventh, center fielder, number 1, Brady Stewart. Batting eighth, right fielder, number 20, Caleb Crum. And batting ninth, number 4, left fielder, Braden Blackford. So Grinnell Tigers stepping out of conference tonight as they host the Nevada Cubs. Tigers still, like all baseball teams, and I believe softball too, waiting for the larger classes pairings to be released. Tigers are in District 7 in baseball. We know that. We don't have the brackets out yet. Those are supposed to be released sometime this week by the Iowa Boys High School Athletic Association. Nevada Cubs, as you can see, still taking some infield. And on just an absolutely beautiful night, not really a cloud in the sky. Wind is blowing straight out to center field, so we could see some balls leave the yard tonight. We'll just have to wait and see about that. But just a perfect night for baseball. And again, glad to have you with us tonight on the Tiger Sports live stream network on YouTube. We'll pause, take this little break as we wait for the teams to get ready, and we'll come back and we'll have some baseball for you. You're listening and watching to Tiger Baseball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy. Or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community. Be a part of our GHS graduates' futures and be a part of Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
I'm Sarah Smith, and I'm excited to share that I am running for Iowa House District 53 in 2022. As a lifelong Iowan and a native of Grinnell, I know the district well, and I have a vested interest in its success. It has been a home to my family for generations, which is why I am eager to learn more from you and support our collective growth. So please follow me, ask me, join me. Visit sarahsmithforiowa.com.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polley'sgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, West Finch Auto Plaza, the Dairy Barn, ASI Signs, Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars, and Sarah Smith for House.
We have a special treat tonight on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. As a result of our contest the other week from the Tiger Sports Livestream Network Night at the Ballpark, we have a guest analyst who will be joining us in innings 2 and 3. Colton Seek, our freshman on the baseball team. He'll have unique insights and perspectives. And I'm told he has a couple inside stories about some of the varsity players he'll be happy to share with us. So looking forward to that. He'll come aboard in the top of the second inning. So here we go, ready for another night. Again, glad to have you along with us on this beautiful Thursday night. Absolutely beautiful sun, not really a cloud in the sky, wind blowing out here at Fowler Field. And it seems like we've had a few of these the last couple, 3 times we broadcast, Dan. Just absolutely ideal weather after some iffy moments. And it's time to play some baseball as Steve Glenn brings us the Nevada Cubs team to town.
Makes it enjoyable when you don't have to sit up here and sweat.
That's right. All right, getting set to step in for the Cubs, their leadoff hitter, center fielder number 10, Gavin Malone. A lefty. Brady Coffin finishing his warm-up tosses here. And he will just told his catcher to go ahead and get ready to throw it down. We're about ready to go. Tigers, of course, ranked number 2. They were ranked number 1 last week, but then they lost earlier this week. So the Iowa Baseball Coaches Association dropped them from 1st to 2nd. At this point, records don't matter much. It's nice for the fans and media to talk about, but all they care about is playoff position, and Tigers are a pretty safe bet when the parents come out next Wednesday. They will be hosting a game or 2 here at Fowler Field. All right, we are set. Brady Kaufman on the mound tonight for the Tigers. Gets to go from the umpire. Gavin Malone steps in, and here we go. First pitch from Kaufman. Fastball fouled off the left side for strike 1. On-deck batter, kind of the unwritten rule in baseball. The on-deck batter with the team that is batting, they usually go chase the foul balls back to the fence to get them out of the way. 0-1 now from Kaufman. Fastball misses outside. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Unusual position out there for the umpire. Normally, with nobody on base, they sit over behind the first base side, but he's out there in the middle of the infield, basically in the second baseman's line of sight, so I've never seen that, but nonetheless, he's there. There's a pitch, and again, fouled off by Malone. Count is 1-2. And that was a Circus Financial foul ball, as you heard the little bird tell us. 1-2. Swung on and hit to right center field. Up in the air, got under it. Our right fielder jumps underneath it, makes the catch for the first out. Brings up second baseman number 16, Cale Franzen. And again, as you heard, all our foul balls all season long sponsored by Sirks Financial. Don't run afoul of your financial situation. Contact Sirks Financial, Tom Sirks, Natalie Pavey, Dustin Smith today. Franzen steps in, the Cubs second baseman to face Coffin. Here's the pitch. Fastball is low for ball one. Ty Dittmer, the Nevada Cub right fielder, is on deck. Coffin gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit to center field, straight away center field. Again, our center fielder camps underneath it. We've had a fly out to right field and a fly out to center field for the second out. Brings up right fielder Ty Dittmer for the Cubs. So far, a nice start for Coffin and the Tigers. Dittmer steps in. Big right-hander facing Coffin. Gets the inside corner. Nevada Cubs fans below us didn't really agree with that call, but again, as we said numerous times, rarely does everybody love an umpire's call or an official's call. 0-1. Breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on for Nevada here at the top of the first inning on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on YouTube. Chris Junie Denwalker and soon Colton Seek to join us tonight. Glad to have you along. Fastball, low and away. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Here's your count. Again, the wind blowing pretty much straight away center tonight. Here's the pitch. That fastball just misses low as well. 3-1. So Coffin was ahead early, 0-1, but Dittmer's battled back to a 3-1 count. Coffin looks in, gets a sign from his catcher, Cole Johnson. Here comes the 3-1. Swung on and blooped over to the right field, but jumped and caught by the Tiger first baseman to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs at the top of the first. No score on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third-generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza and Grinnell Mutual.
Tigers will send Cole Johnson, Alex Smith, and Colin Gibson to the plate here to face the Nevada Cup pitcher Colton Leslie. Junior pitcher for the Cubs. Also plays first base when he's not throwing. And here we go. Cole Johnson steps in, batting just under 300 for the season. Getting ready to face Colton Leslie. All right, Johnson digs in. Leslie gets a sign. Here comes the first pitch from the right-hander. Off-speed pitch outside for ball 1. Kind of has a cross-arm delivery, not really over the top, kind of almost a sidearm, not totally. For ball 1. There's a ball hit up the middle. Gets past the shortstop for a base hit. We're going to call that a base hit. Took kind of a funky hop. So Cole Johnson reaches. Brings up second baseman, number 6, Alex Smith for the Tigers. See if Coach Stenberg is going to roll the dice and test the arm of the Nevada Cub catcher, Anthony Eaton, early and send Cole Johnson. Now Colton Leslie, he turns, and Cole Johnson dives back. No throw. Just letting Cole know he's paying attention to him. Now Smith digs in, and here comes a pitch from Leslie. Runner is going. Smith scores a bunt. It's called a strike. Throw down is not in time. Johnson has the second base. So that pitch is called a strike, so it's 0-1 to Smith, and a stolen base for Cole Johnson. The Tigers already have a runner in scoring position. Again, Grinnell 13-2 in the Little Hawkeye Conference, 25-2 overall, ranked number 2 in the state in the latest rankings. Here comes the 0-1 to Leslie. There's a drive to left field. That's going over the left fielder's head, and that's going to drop in for a double at least. Johnson will score from second, and Alex Smith has a stand-up double. And just like that, Tigers jump out in front of Nevada, 1-0. Brings up Colin Gibson, the Tigers shortstop, leading the team in home runs with 5, but actually not leading the conference. That honor, he has 6 home runs in the conference. The Dallas Center Grimes player has 9, I saw in the stats. Here comes a pitch from Leslie. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Again, it's kind of a funky sidearm delivery a little bit, or three-quarter delivery. Not really over the top, not totally sidearm that Leslie gets, so that will take some getting used to. Takes a look at Smith at second. Here comes a pitch. That's ripped to the left field side in between shortstop and third. Coach Stenberg waving the run home. Gets past the left fielder, so that run will score. And hustling into second and safe is Colin Gibson running the whole way. So that's a single. And then the run scores. Tigers now lead 2-0 and still have nobody out and a runner at second. Brings up first baseman number 2, Will Doty. Batting in the 4th spot, cleanup for the Tigers, facing Colton Leslie. Here comes a pitch. Swung on and foul tip for a strike. Will just missed that one. And the count is 0-1. Tigers got 2 across already. They lead 2-0. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Pitch swung on and hit to the left side foul. So Doty in the hole now, 0-2. If he gets on, and they don't make some type of spectacular play, Brady Coffin will bat. Next for the Tigers. There's an off-speed pitch that's just way outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. 2 runs across for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Here comes the pitch from Leslie. Swung on and hit towards the shortstop. Gloved by the shortstop. Throw across the diamond. Scooped up by the first baseman in time for the out. That advances Gibson to third with 1 out. So Will does his job. 6-3 on the put out for the first out. Brings up the pitcher, number 3, Brady Kaufman. Colin Gibson advances to third with 1 out. Kaufman, the left-handed thrower and batter, steps in to face Colton Leslie. Here comes a pitch. That's swung on a rip down the first baseline, just foul. Kaufman got a good turn on it, just a little bit out in front. Fouls it off for strike 1. So Tigers jump out early on the Cubs. Have 2 across, threatening to get more here in the bottom of this 1st inning. Here comes a pitch from Leslie. Swung on and ripped to right center field by Kaufman. That's a base hit. That'll score Gibson. Good solid single that time by Kaufman. And the Tigers are now up 3-0. Brings up third baseman, number 12, Jalen Idle for the Tigers. See if Coach Stenberg has Kaufman moving on this. Leslie looks in the dugout to his coach, Steve Glenn. And here we go. Idle digs in to face Leslie. Leslie turns, kind of fakes the throw. And Kaufman trots back to first. There's the pitch. Now we got an illegal pitch. Looks like he called a balk on the pitcher. So that'll move Kaufman. That's a no pitch to the batter, and that'll move Kaufman down to second. Home plate umpire called that right away. So now Kaufman's in scoring position with 1 out. 3-0 Tigers, bottom of the first, here in the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on YouTube. Here comes the pitch from Leslie. Swung on, and that is ripped to left field. Going back is the left fielder, going back, and it is gone. Jalen Idle with a 2-run shot to left. And Tigers explode out of the gate. Now lead it 5-0. Wow. Leslie got that ball up in the zone, and as most good hitters will do, they took care of business and sent it packing over that left field fence. So a home run by Idle, 2 RBIs, and Tigers up 5-0, still with 1 out. Brings up center fielder number 1, Brady Stewart for the Tigers. Stewart now steps in to face Colton Leslie. Leslie sets. Here comes the pitch. That was right at it. Didn't break. Tried to throw a breaking ball. It didn't break and hit Stewart. So he wears one. Gets to first base on the hit pitch. Hit by the pitch, rather. Brings up right fielder, number 20, Caleb Crum. Caleb steps in to face Leslie. Here comes a pitch. Runner going. Pitch is a call to strike. Throw down is in time. Got him on the hand. Nice throw by the Cub catcher. Caught Stewart stealing. 1-6 for the second out, and strike 1 to Crum. That was a beautiful throw by the catcher. Hit right through, broke right down, right by the bag, and basically the base runner slid into the tag for the out. Here's the 0-1 inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Nobody on for the Tigers here. Bottom of the first inning. Nevada Cubs in town for a non-conference game. Here's the pitch. That breaking ball hung out over the plate. Swing and a miss by Crum for strike 2. Again, Crum just missed that one. And Leslie now ahead of the count, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 3 to retire the side. But Tigers get 5 runs in the inning. The big one coming on a blast by Jaden Lytle. They lead 5-0 on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza and the Dairy Barn.
All right, to the top of the second we go. Joined now by Colton Seeker, contest winner. Going to do some color commentary tonight. And stepping in for the Cubs, first baseman Connor Schenectady. He takes the pitch from Kaufman down for ball 1. And Colton, you have an interesting story, I understand, about our pitcher tonight, Brady Kaufman.
I do, actually.
Go for it.
Brady, after every morning and lifting, he goes home, he eats a big breakfast, comes back for football, then he starts his morning off right with a good egg lasagna every morning.
Every morning, egg lasagna. All right. Swing and a miss that time. 2 balls and a strike now to Shinetsuki.
Okay,
Keep going. Is there anything else?
Gives me a gut ache right now.
Egg lasagna. I've never.
Yeah.
Have you ever partook of that breakfast with him?
I have not.
You don't sound like you really care to either.
I
ever.
do not.
All
I'm
right.
not a big fan of eggs.
There you go. 2-1 now to Connor. Here's a pitch from Coffin. Inside low. Nice pitch. Kind of fooled the batter, and he weakly swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carter Beving on deck, the Cubs shortstop. 2-2 count to Connor. Here's a pitch from Coffin. Swung on, hit. Off the mound, bounces over Coffin's head into center field for a base hit. And that was just a nice break, Colton. I mean, Coffin was ready to field it, but hit that mound and hopped over.
Yeah, there was no way he could really stay with that one.
What pitch did you see that looked like maybe a fastball that was up a little bit?
Yeah, he likes to throw the high fastball.
Okay, very good. So the Cubs get their first base run of the game in the form of Connor Shinetsuki. Brings up shortstop, number 2, Carter Beving. Kaufman, first pitch, hit out to right field. Going underneath is a Tiger right fielder. Makes a catch, and Shinetsuki has to trot back to first. F8. And again, I can't tell. It looks like they're just a little bit late on Brady's delivery there. Does he mix it up, throw hard, and breaking ball? What's his favorite pitch, would you say?
His favorite pitch is definitely a fastball.
Okay. Does he move it around in the zone, or does he have a spot he likes with it? Or
he really just throws it anywhere.
Okay. Very good. Pitch, breaking ball upstairs for ball 1.
It hung a little bit.
They do that from time to time. 1-0 now the count to the Cub batter. That pitch down and away, and that's designated hitter number 1, William Karsrud.
Looks like Will Doty's holding the runner on first.
Yep. How's Brady's pickoff move there from that side?
It's deadly.
Swinging, foul ball over the right side, out of play. May make the softball diamond. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Coach Steve Glenn not showing any tendency to run just yet. Test the armor Cole Johnson. 2 balls and a strike to Karsrud. Here's the pitch. Misses low for ball 1. I noticed that early on about Brady. The majority of his pitches are fastballs in one shape or the other. Does he cut? There's a seamer that he throws to maybe make it a little bit different, or he just rears back and lets it rip?
He just throws the 4 and the 2.
Okay. There's a strike in there from Coffin. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Karsrud. Or correction, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count is full. Runner at first. 1 out for the Cubs here. Top of the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch from Coffin. Just outside, and Karsrud draws a walk. So Cubs have runners at first and second with 1 out. Brings up the left fielder, number 17, Christian Hawbaker. And what did you see there, Colton, with that series of pitches from Kaufman?
It looked like every single one was a fastball.
Does he have a breaking ball, or is it a slider, curve, or what does he like to throw when he does throw a break?
He has a slider.
Okay.
I don't know if he has a curve.
All right. So first and second for the Cubs, 1 out. Got something going here. Top of the 2nd. Here's a pitch from Kaufman. Catches the inside corner for strike 1.
Now, Colton, you're coming off your freshman year. You'll be a sophomore next year. Is that correct? So you play on the freshman team then?
Yeah.
Which most of those are what, morning ball?
Yeah.
Morning play?
All the games are like at 10.
There's a pitch upstairs. Gets away from Cole Johnson, so runners will advance. Now the Cubs have runners at 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Christian Hawbaker, the Cub left fielder. That looked like he may have been trying to throw a break. That slider there just didn't bend for him. Was that what you saw?
Yeah.
Hate that when that happens, don't you?
I do.
1-1 now, the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low.
Now, you mentioned earlier you had a little time on the mound yourself?
I did. It didn't go too well.
Can I ask how many pitches you threw?
Only 14.
That good? You struck them all out?
Only got 1 strikeout.
There's a pitch that catches the outside corner, evens the count at 2-2. Yeah, that's when you're supposed to say, yeah, they were so good. I did my 14, they sat me down. So. Not quite how it went, huh?
Nope.
All right. 2-2 from Kaufman. Fastball right down the pipe. Swing and a miss for strike 3. There's that power. Do you know, has he been timed on a gun as far as his speed?
High 70s, low 80s.
Okay. That one was a nice pitch.
Which that's not terrible when you're coming out of 8th grade.
No, it's not.
Brings up the catcher, number 11, Anthony Eaton. 2 outs, runners at second and third for the Cubs. 5-0 Tigers here, top of the second inning. Here's a pitch from Kaufman. Fastball for strike 1. Looks like Brady's kind of settling in now with that fastball. He seems to have that dialed in with the umpires calling for strikes.
Looks like the umpire really likes the inside spot.
There's a swing and a miss. They call that a foul ball. Nope, just a swing and a miss and dropped by Johnson, but nobody advances for strike 2. How important is that for a pitcher? Well, I know it is for hitters, but for everybody to adjust to the umpires, because I'm sure like in other sports, some call it one way and you have to get used to it.
Yeah.
Is that part of the pitching thing, of adjusting where the umpire's calling?
Yeah, it is, and Brady does a really good job of it and does it super fast.
All right, 0-2 the count now. Tigers looking to get out of this after the Cubs get runners at second and third with 1 out. Now there's 2 outs and 2 strikes on the batter, Anthony Eaton. Here's a pitch from Kaufman. Upstairs for ball 1. Good discipline by Eaton. Kind of hard to lay off those ones at the letters or that are high up, but he laid off it for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on for Nevada. Top of the second inning. Tiger Baseball on the Tiger Sports live stream network. Here's a pitch from Kaufman. Tried to get the breaking ball. Cole Johnson set up outside, just missed the corner, and the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes a 2-2 from Kaufman. That misses inside, and now the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be going on the pitch. Here, nice job by Anthony Eaton, the Cub catcher, to battle back after he was down 0-2. Now the count's full. Payoff pitch here from Kaufman. Misses upstairs for ball 4, and now the bases are loaded. That brings up the third baseman, number 3, James Edwards. Another part of being a pitcher, I'm sure, is mental toughness, and I mean, well, in any sport that's a big deal, but especially as a pitcher, you have to learn to flush it, and it looks to me like Brady in his career has been able to do that. You know, he
does.
He gets frustrated, but then, well, I got the next one to throw.
He shakes it off and goes right to the next.
Very good. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Edwards for strike 1. Laid on that high fastball. Here's the 0-1. That's inside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Do pitchers pick up on hitters' tendencies? Like if they know a kid can't lay off the pitches that are like chest high or numbers high, is that something they focus on in the scouting report and everything?
Yeah, they do. Brady usually does it. Sometimes he's a little late to pick up, but he tends to pick up.
Very good. That pitch, nice pitch down and away, just caught the corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. The Cubs here, top of the second inning. Kaufman trying to pitch out of this jam. 5-0 Tigers lead. Here's the pitch. Gets the called strike to an inside corner. Edwards did like it. Called strike 3 and Kaufman gets out of it. Nevada Cubs leave him loaded. 5-0 Grinnell on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs and the Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars.
All right, leading off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the second inning, left fielder number 4, Braden Blackford. Nice job by Coffin that last inning to pitch out of a jam. Kept his composure, did not panic or rush things, and got the batters out. First pitch from Leslie, outside for ball 1. I've been talking about his delivery. What's your take, as a baseball player on the delivery? It's not really over the top, but it's not a true sidearm. It's
different.
I don't
think I've ever seen anything like it.
Yeah, it's his own unique delivery. I would agree.
It's almost like he's trying to twist the ball
Yeah.
in his wrist before he lets it go.
He does get that breaking ball across for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Blackford. Braden Blackford, then top of the order, Cole Johnson, Alex Smith do it for the Tigers here, bottom of the second inning. 1-1 from Leslie. Swing and a miss by Blackford for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the Tiger left fielder. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball hung up there and swatted down third base line, right down the line for a fair ball. Blackford gets a signal, makes a big turn to first, but now goes back as he is on with a single right down the line. I thought that was going to go foul, but it just hung right on that line.
Yeah. I thought he was going to go second, but changed his mind halfway through.
Or else Coach Stenberg changed his mind for him, right?
Yeah.
What would Coach do if you ran through a sign? Kind of depends.
Yeah.
Or you want to plead the fifth on that one and not answer that. Top of the order for the Tigers, Cole Johnson up. He singled and scored his first time up. Facing Leslie. Here's a pitch from Leslie. Ripped. Foul, though. Johnson got a big turn on that and unload on that pitch, but just pulled it foul.
So in that case there, Colton, are you 100% listening? First base coach, he's yelling, telling you what to do. Either hold up or run, or...
I usually look over at third.
Throw over now from Leslie. Johnson back easily.
So as your turn, you look to actually Coach Stenberg, who was ever on third.
Yeah, I don't like to look back to first and take my eyes off the pitcher.
Leslie now set. Gets a sign. Johnson's going. He broke before he even threw. The throw down is not in time. Wow. They just threw back to him. And Johnson hadn't even, or rather Leslie hadn't even started his windup, and Johnson took off. By the time he turned around and threw it back there, the throw was high. Johnson slid underneath it for a stolen base. Or rather not Johnson, Blackford, excuse me. See, that's what you're here for. Feel free to correct me anytime. There's a off-speed pitch, swing and a miss by Johnson for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. We'll go back to that play here in just a moment. Leslie looks at second. Now he throws home. There's a breaking ball hung up in the air, and that time Johnson got underneath that, out to left field. Blackford is tagging, but does not advance. And Johnson flies out to the center fielder for the first out. Brings up second baseman, number 6, Alex Smith. Have you ever seen that play where the runner, the pitcher just threw and then he was with his back to the runner just took off?
Yeah.
He even did his windup?
Yeah, Stenberg doesn't call it too often, but seems to work when he does.
So that was a call by Coach Stenberg to the first base coach. Okay. There's a pitch that hung up there, and again, got underneath it. Did Smith, popped up, shallow center field. Catch made by the center fielder for out number 2. Blackford stays at second. And that brings up the shortstop, number 7, Colin Gibson. So 2 flyouts to center, and Blackford still stranded at second base. Brings up Colin Gibson. He singled and scored his first time up. By the way, Alex Smith doubled and scored his first time up, the batter before that. Here's a pitch from Leslie, swung on, and that's got underneath that again, popped up to left field, shallow left field. Catch made by the left fielder for the third out to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. After 2 complete, 5-0 Tigers on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third-generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza and Grinnell Mutual.
All right, to the top of the third inning we go. Leading off for the Cubs here is the top of the order. Center fielder number 10, Gavin Malone. He flew out to right field his first time up. Grinnell Tiger Baseball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on YouTube. Chris Juni, Dan Walker, and Colton Seek joining us here for one more inning. Glad to have you along on this Thursday night. Here's a pitch from Kaufman. Over the top delivery fastball. Up and away for ball 1. So let me ask you, as a baseball player, if you've never seen a pitcher before, how long does it take you as a hitter to dial into what the pitcher's trying to do? At least one at bat or two? Does it just kind of depend?
I usually watch the pitch before I'm up to bat, so I have a good idea what he's throwing and where he likes to throw it.
All right. There's a pitch, grounded right back to the pitcher. Nice stab by Kaufman. Makes the throw over to first to get Malone. Put out 1-3 for the first out. Brings up second base number 16, Cale Franzen. Of course, also, too, when you get to varsity level, there's some scouting done. I don't know if there's any scouting in this one, but in Little Hawkeye Conference play, definitely.
Yeah.
And coaches go over that with the players beforehand, right? Here's this guy's pitching tonight. Here's what they like to do, and just make you aware. Is that kind of how it goes?
Yeah. And as you play these teams multiple times, you really start to know which pitchers like to pitch what.
All right. Makes sense. First pitch outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and a slow roller hit right back to Kaufman. And the batter just kind of flips his bat up in the air. Cale Franzen. And another 1-3 put out for out number 2. And that brings up the right fielder, number 5, Ty Dittmer. He lined out to the first baseman his last time up. Nice catch made by Will Doty at first.
I think Curtis is jealous. I really do.
Here comes the pitch from Kaufman. Fastball down low, bounces in front of the plate. Nice stop by Cole for ball 1. 5-0 Tigers. Got all 5 runs in the first inning. Then Nevada retired the Tigers in order in the second. Swung on and fouled off the plate. Looks like hit him maybe in the box, so it's a foul ball for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on for the Cubs here in the top of the third inning.
When you're up to the plate, Colton, what's the ideal pitch you like? I know some guys always say the fastball is the perfect ball, but
I like high fastball.
High fastball.
Breaking ball from Kaufman that time. Couldn't get it to break down. It's in there for ball. So exactly when you say high, define high. Where exactly do you like it? Shoulder, letters, numbers, where?
Between my belly button and really anywhere around my belly button.
All right.
And that's just adjustment because you're a little bit taller?
Yeah.
Nice fastball. Caught the inside corner for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on. Here comes a pitch from Kaufman. Swinging balls in the dirt, gets away from Johnson, and Dittmer's going to get down, goes all the way back to the fence. So that's a strikeout, but for the at-bat, but he does get to advance on the pitch being dropped. That'll bring up the first baseman, number 35, Connor Shinetoki.
We're going to hear that last name 6 different times tonight.
And about 12 different ways. Our PA announcer's giving me grief because I'm pronouncing it differently. Probably am, though. He's probably true. Here's a pitch from Coffin. Fastball inside for ball 1.
Should have handed that one off to Colton.
You want to take a crack at his name?
I do not.
My brother-in-law, Corey Barloon, is the softball coach for Nevada.
That ball bounces in front. Here goes the runner down. Johnson quickly gets a throw up and down. Did they get him? Yes, they did. Nice job by Cole Johnson. That ball got away. He pounced on it, made a nice throw down to second to get the runner out. For Nevada, no runs. Tigers lead 5-0 on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza and the Dairy Barn.
All right, leading off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the third inning, first baseman Will Doty. He grounded out to shortstop his first time up, and we're going to go back to the inside scoop on Brady Coffin, our pitcher. You say not only does he have egg lasagna, but you had a story about his mom and some muffins?
Yeah, she baked him about 40 muffins last weekend, one morning, and he got there and was complaining that they didn't look very fresh, but they came right out of the oven probably 10 minutes before he got home.
I'm sure his mom appreciated the fact that, I'm sorry, you're saying what about the muffins?
Oh, I wish we would have known that early in the year. We could have been calling him the Muffin Man all year.
Yeah. Pitched by Leslie outside again for ball 2. Tigers send Will Doty, Brady Coffin, and Jalen Idle to the plate in this bottom of the third inning. They lead 5-0 on the Tiger Sports live stream network on YouTube. Leslie's pitch, breaking ball, gets the call. Looked like it might have been upstairs, but the umpire gives him the call. 2 balls and a strike. Christian Dan Walker and Colton Seek, our contest winner, on the call here in the second third inning. There's a breaking ball. Didn't break. Inside for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike now to Doty. Pitcher Brady Coffin waiting on deck. 3-1 now from Leslie. Right down the middle, foul back by Doty. Looked like Colton, he just missed that one, but he was waiting on that breaking ball and just missed it, it looked like.
He sat back on it really nice and was just under it.
Now, what do you mean by, define what you mean by set back for people, fans who may not know exactly what that means.
You got to wait for it to break, hit the right spot.
So, in other words, be patient and just wait for it to do its thing, and then don't swing too early. There's a pitch, fouled up or popped up down the right field line. Drifting over there is 3 Nevada Cub players, but nobody can make the catch. So it's a long strike, and it is a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sounds like that's a key for about any good hitting is patience is really, and that's one of the hardest things to learn, isn't it?
It is. I don't have very much patience.
So what's the alternate of not having good patience?
A lot of strikeouts.
It's good to exercise your back.
Which then forces you to learn patience. The coach says, if you're more patient, you would have as many strikeouts, right?
Yeah.
So then you work on it. All right. There's a breaking ball that not even close. And Doty draws a walk. Brings up the pitcher, Brady Coffin. He singled and scored his last time up. He scored because the guy behind him, Jalen Idle, hit a 3-run home run last inning. Coffin, the big left-hander, steps in the box. Doty gets lead off of first, and here comes the pitch. Swung on and ripped to right field. That gets past the second baseman. Doty running on the plate is going to head for third. Here comes the throw, and it is not going to be in time. And on the throw, Kaufman goes down to second. So nice base running. Heads up base run by the Tigers. Second and third with nobody out. That brings up Jalen Idle. What'd you see there, Colton? Just good heads up running by the Tigers advance.
Yeah.
Right?
As soon as Brady saw him throwing it over to third, he let it go.
And I'm sure that's a standard rule that Stenberg has. You watch a throw. If they throw over to third like that, you keep trucking and take off. Okay. As you said, Jalen Idle homered his last time up. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch. Probably the best pitch of the night we've seen from Leslie. Started off with the hitter, then just tailed in enough to catch a corner.
Yeah. Really caught that inside zone like the umpire likes.
Really hard as a hitter. How hard is it to hit one off the hands like that inside?
It's got to be the worst.
Almost impossible. There's a pitch swung on and fouled off by Idle. He's in the hole, 0-2. So you would think if you're Colton Idle, you would try to do that inside pitch like that again and keep throwing it. Or yeah, Colton Leslie. I said Colton Idle. See, I told you make mistakes all the time up here. You know.
I thought you were trying to talk to Colton the same time you're saying Idle.
I think the hamster stopped for a minute. All right, here's a pitch. That's upstairs for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Jalen Idle from the Cub pitcher Colton Leslie. I've got Colton Leslie, Colton Seek, Jalen Idle. Too much for this old man to keep track of. Here's a pitch. Breaks way outside. He started that outside and it broke outside. And it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at second and third for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Leslie with a pitch. Ripped to left field, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. Gets past the left fielder. 2 runs are going to score. Idle on his way to second. Takes a big turn, takes a look, then goes back to second. And just like that, 2 runs across for Idle again. Unofficial, that's his 5th RBI of the game. And Tigers now lead 7-0. Coach Stenberg goes out and gets some equipment from Idle. Still nobody out. Runner at second for the Tigers. Brings up the center fielder, number 1, Brady Stewart. He was hit by pitches last time up and then thrown out by the pitcher attempting to steal. Here's the pitch from Leslie in there for a strike. Kind of funky. The umpire, he kind of paused on that, didn't he? He kind of like,
yeah, he did.
Like, okay, I'll call it a strike. And I mean, as a hitter, you have no control over that. So what is the remedy to that? You just shake it off?
Yeah, you just got to shake it off, look for the next pitch.
Oh, and that's driven to left field. Going back right at in front of the wall. Left fielder makes a catch. And that retires Stewart. That's the first out. Idle stays at second. Brings up the right fielder, number 20, Caleb Crum. He grounded out his first time up. Facing Colton Leslie. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball again. He starts it on the middle of the plate, tries to break it across to the outside corner. But has not been successful so far that pitch tonight. That's in there for ball 1. Here's a pitch. Right down the middle and ripped down the line foul. Coach Stenberg got a piece of it. How would you score that on Coach Stenberg? He won't hear this. Don't worry. You're fine. You won't be running laps anytime soon. He's like, nope, I'm not going there. Wise man. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Crum. Here comes the 1-1 from Leslie. Again, I'll give Leslie credit. He is trying to stay with that breaking ball, and it just hasn't been there for him. When he starts it on the inside part of the plate, it's been breaking across. But when he starts in the middle and he tries to get to catch that corner, it's just not happening.
You can't hit the corners.
Yep. Here's the pitch. That's swung on and popped foul over our heads, out of play. Evens the count up now at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second for the Tigers. Already have 2 runs across. They lead Nevada 7-0 here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Chris, Jeannie, Dan Walker, Colton Seek with you on this Thursday night. Here comes a pitch from Leslie. That was inside. Nevada fans didn't like it, but that was obviously inside for ball 3. I have a question for you, Colton, about the fans after this pitch. Here's a pitch from Leslie. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And the second out, Crum goes down swinging. Brings up the left fielder, number 4, Braden Blackford. He singled his last time up. So as a player, I mean, how can I phrase this? You hear the fans in the background, but is it just noise, or do you hear every so often you hear things explicit or specific, or are you just taught to ignore it, or how do you do that?
I just ignore it.
No matter what they say.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention.
Even if it's your own parents, you especially ignore them, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Coach Glenn comes out to have a chat with his Cubs team. So no other stories or anything about it? Do you do any other sports coming up here in the fall?
No, I just play basketball and baseball.
Okay. Play for Coach Brandon Sharp?
I do.
All right. Who's your freshman coach last year?
Sandra Faulkner.
Okay, because you're going to be a sophomore this fall.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. What position do you play in basketball?
Usually center.
Center. There you go. All right. Blackford steps in. There's a pitch from Leslie. Swung on and just kind of a miss hit off the bat. Pitcher off the mound quickly. Leslie throws over to first to get Blackford out to retire the side. 2 runs in for the Tigers. They lead 7-0 on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by ASI Signs. And a special thank you to Colton Seek for coming up here. He was our contest winner on the Tiger Sports Livestream night last week, so we appreciate him for wanting to do that. And plus, let's just take a quick overview of all of the winners we had. Joel Smith, Jody Blackford, Jace Coster, Ken Vargensen, Derek Klein, Leah Vincent, Kenneth Van Wyk, Kenzie Van Wyk, and then lastly was Colton Seek. He earned the 2 innings in the booth, so thank you very much for all those that come out, earned your free koozie, and enjoy tonight at the ballpark.
All right, top of the 4th inning. The Cubs send Connor Shinetkoke to the plate. He fouls off the first pitch from Kaufman for strike 1. Tigers lead 7-0 here. They've pounded out 8 hits. Nevada has just the 1 hit in the ball game. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Kaufman gets a sign, fires in a fastball. That's swung on. Fouled out of play over the right side. Umpire calls to the Tiger dugout to get some more baseballs. And
did that catch a little bit of thumb on that one?
Yeah, that's a Cirques Financial foul ball, by the way. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, a beautiful pitch. Absolutely froze Shinetkoke. He looks back at the umpire. Nothing you can do there for a called strike. What a pitch that time by Kaufman. Brings up the shortstop, number 2, Carter Beving. He flew out to center field his first time up. Kaufman now looks down at his catcher, Cole Johnson, gets a sign. Here's a pitch. Swung on and fouled up off the fence for strike one. Our foul balls all season long for both softball and baseball brought to us by Cirques Financial. Don't run afoul of your financial situation. Call or stop into Cirques Financial on Main Street in downtown Grinnell. Talk to Tom Cirques, Dustin Smith, Natalie Pavey. They'll get you set up. Breaking ball does not break. Up and in for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike now to the Cubs shortstop. William Karsrud on deck, the designated hitter. Pitch from Kaufman. Fastball. Late decision, late swing by Beving. Fouls it off for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Tigers lead Nevada 7-0. Here on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on YouTube. Pitch on the way from Kaufman. Fastball just misses outside. Nice stop by Cole Johnson for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Kaufman. Swung on and popped foul again out of play. Late on the pitch is Beving. Good battle, though. He's hanging in there tough. And it's still 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Kaufman gets a sign from Johnson. Nods. Here comes the 2-2. Breaking ball misses outside, and that fills the count up at 3-2. Kaufman at 59 pitches so far on the night. About halfway home to where he needs to be before they have to pull him. Pitch swung on and hit towards the second base and scooped up by Smith. Throws across in time to get Beving for the second out. 4-3 on the putout. Brings up the designated hitter, number 1, William Karlsrud. He singled his first time up. So Karlsrud steps in to face Kaufman. 2 outs, nobody on for the Cubs here, top of the 4th inning. Here's a pitch from Kaufman. Fastball in there for a strike. Ball definitely has a big pop when it hits the glove of Cole Johnson. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, a beautiful pitch from Kaufman for strike 2. You had those 2 pitches working, a good fastball and a good breaking ball. Hitters just really don't have a whole lot of ways to go. Fastball swung and miss is tipped, but caught by Cole Johnson for the 3rd out to retire the side. No runs for Nevada. Tigers lead 7-0 on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, 3rd generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by the Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars and Polley's Pizza.
New pitcher in for the Nevada Cubs is senior pitcher James Edwards. Coach Steve Glenn calling on the senior now to get some work in against the Grinnell Tigers lineup. So just the Tigers been on a roll of late. They beat Indianola Last night, 11-3. Tonight they're at Nevada leading 7-0. Tomorrow they are at Norwalk for a big doubleheader. Norwalk right behind the Tigers in the conference. So big doubleheader tomorrow night for the Tiger boys. Again, ranked number 2 in the state by the Iowa Baseball Coaches Association. Top of the order for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Catcher Cole Johnson. He singled and scored his first time up and flew out to center field his next time up. Here's a pitch from Edwards. James Edwards now the pitcher for the Cubs. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. That hit him. Tried to throw a breaking ball, did Edwards, and it did not break. Second hit batsman of the game. And Johnson wears it and gets on base. Brings up second baseman Alex Smith for the Tigers. He doubled and scored his first time up and flew out to center field in his last at bat. Facing James Edwards. Here's a pitch inside for ball 1. Edwards looks like he's trying to throw that breaking ball. It's just not tailing in on him, so he steps off the mound, takes a little lap around to try to gather himself. Gets a sign from his catcher. Here's the pitch. That's down the middle, grounded sharply towards third. Third baseman goes over to second, try to get the double play. They do get the out at second, but not able to get Smith. So Johnson is forced out. 5-4 for the first out. And Smith reaches on the fielder's choice. Brings up shortstop Colin Gibson. 1 for 2 tonight. Singled and scored in the first inning and flew out to right field in the second inning. Facing James Edwards. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss by Gibson. He was going for the fence on that one. 4 strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. There's a pitch inside for ball 1. 1-1 the count now. 1 out, runner on first. Tigers lead Nevada 7-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Gibson stepping in now, facing a new pitcher, James Edwards. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and hit up to right field. Got under a little bit, going to be trouble. Ranging over, making the catch is the second baseman out in shallow right for the Cubs. Kind of an over-the-shoulder catch. Nicely done to retire Colin Gibson. Wow. Alex Smith stayed at first, did not advance, and there's 2 outs. That brings up first baseman Will Doty. He grounded out, walked, and scored in his prior 2 trips. Facing now the new pitcher, James Edwards. Pitch swung on and fouled back as the runner was going for strike 1. Again, Tigers tomorrow night at Norwalk for a big doubleheader, along with the Tiger girls, a softball doubleheader tomorrow night. Here's a pitch. Swung on, hit up the middle, off the pitcher's glove to the second baseman. Only plays to first, and they get him in time to retire the side. Wow, nice play that time by Nevada, and Tigers don't get a run in. They lead 7-0 on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by Grinnell Mutual and West Finch Auto Plaza. And this top of the fifth inning is brought to you by Brent Nichols State Farm.
Tigers lead Nevada 7-0 here. Non-conference action against the Nevada Cubs, coached by former Grinnell coach Steve Glenn, bringing his Cub team here to Grinnell to play ball. Leading off for Nevada in the top of the fifth inning is left fielder number 17, Christian Hawbaker, facing Kaufman. Here's a pitch from Kaufman. Swung on and hit right to center field. That's going to drop. Oh, off the foot of the Tigers center fielder. Gets past him. Going almost out to the fence. Hawbaker on his way to second. He's going to pull up and stop. So we'll see how that's scored, but it's a definite single. And then advanced. The ball bounced off the player's foot. And the Cubs have a runner at second base with nobody out. Brings up the catcher, number 11, Anthony Eaton. He walked and was stranded at first, his first time up. Facing Brady Kaufman. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball one. Our next broadcast on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is going to be Monday the 27th. We'll have the Pella Girls softball team here in town. And we'll have that game for you. 7:30 is the first pitch. We'll take you about 7:20 on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network on YouTube. That pitch down and in there for a strike. 1-1 now the count. And next week will be our last week of broadcast on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Unless we host a baseball game.
Full week, 4 games though.
Full week. Here's a pitch from Kaufman. Breaking ball's a beauty in there for a strike. Absolutely froze Eaton, the catcher.
Single on Monday, a doubleheader on Wednesday, and a single on Thursday. And we will not do any playoff games.
There you go. So next week we'll wrap it up. Here's the pitch now from Kaufman. Fastball, swing and a miss for strike 3. Boy, Kaufman has that fastball. As Colton's told us earlier, he can place that wherever he wants to, and that looked like it was just on the outside corner. Gets a strikeout for the first out. Brings up third baseman number 3. Right, he's pitching now, actually, James Edwards. Runner at second, 1 out here in the top of the fifth. Breaking ball from Kaufman misses upstairs for ball 1. Christian Hawbaker at second for the Cubs. Trying to get something across here in the top of the fifth. Pitch from Kaufman. Swing and a miss by Edwards for strike 1. Most of the Cubs swinging, to my untrained eye, being a basketball player, it looked like they have been laid on Kaufman most of the night swinging. And of course, these teams don't face each other, so there's that unfamiliarity. Here's the pitch from Kaufman. Breaking ball, nice and on the outside corner. Tailed away from that right-handed hitter for strike 2. And as Colton talked about, you know, you see these teams multiple times throughout the course of your career and year, at least 2 or 3 times. You get kind of familiar with what everybody likes to do. But in this case, Nevada and Grinnell have not played. Now we call a balk on Kaufman. That was called by the field umpire. So now Hawbaker advances down to third. Coach Stenberg has no objection. Kaufman looks back at the umpire like, what did I do? And the umpire just said, kind of shrugged and said, you balked. I'm guessing. Not much of an explanation. Now Kaufman stands up. Everybody gets reset, and here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Edwards. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit towards the shortstop. Scooped up by the shortstop. Across the diamond in time to get Hawbaker for the out, or rather Edwards for the out, but Hawbaker does score. So Cubs get 1 run across, and it's now 7-1. So 2 outs. Back now to the top of the order. Center fielder Gavin Malone, the left fielder. 0 for 2 tonight. Here's a pitch from Kaufman. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Kaufman being tall, he starts that ball up by his head, but by the time he gets to the batter, it's right around the knees. Very tough to go down and get. 0-1 now to Malone. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So a balk. I believe that's the first balk been called against Kaufman all year. We'll have to check that. No, we get confirmation that was the first balk against Kaufman all year. So whether they agree or not, it was called, and the runner advanced and ended up scoring. That pitch misses low for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs for the Cubs here, top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. No, fouled off. Malone stays alive, just got a piece of it, and stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wind still blowing straight out to center field here at Fowler Field. Here's the 1-2 offering from Kaufman. Breaking ball misses upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on for Nevada in the top of the 5th. They did score 1 run. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3 as Malone strikes out to retire the side. Nevada gets 1 across. They trail 7-1 on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage.
The Tiger Sports Livestream Network is brought to you by the Dairy Barn and ASI Signs.
Leading off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th inning, the pitcher, number 3, Brady Kaufman. 2 for 2 tonight with 2 runs scored. 2 singles and 2 runs scored. Nice night for Brady Kaufman. Here comes the pitch from James Edwards to Kaufman. Kaufman jumps all over the first pitch, fouls it off over the left side for strike 1. Oh, 1 now to Kaufman. Pitch catches inside corner for strike 2. Nice pitch and location that time by James Edwards. Came in for the starter, Colton Leslie, last inning. Here's the 0-2. Swung on Kaufman, rips it right up the middle for a base hit. That's going to be in center field. Nice play by Malone to chase it down. Kaufman heading for second. He will get in with a double. Good hustle by Kaufman that time, running the whole way. Malone hustled over to get it, cut it off, but Kaufman just beat the throw and gets a clean double. That brings up third baseman, number 12, Jalen Idle. All he's done is homered and doubled in his prior 2 appearances.
It's a good stat for the night.
Pretty nice stat line. I think most players would take that. Here's the pitch. Upstairs for ball 1. Brady Stewart, the Tigers center fielder, is on deck. Should Idle get on. Here's the pitch from Edwards. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Nice pitch by Edwards. Has that over-the-top delivery. You don't see the ball till the last second. Makes it a little bit difficult for the hitters to pick it up. And evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a pitch. That's off the fist up to the second baseman. popped up, and Idle retired, popping out to the second baseman for the first out. Brings up center fielder number 1, Brady Stewart, 0 for 2 on the night. Grounded out, or he's hit by a pitch and then thrown out stealing and flew out to left field. Kaufman still at second base. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on and ripped to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. That's going to be trouble. Gets past the right fielder. Kaufman will score for second. Churning towards second. Now going to third. Stewart's going to try to get in there. And he does get in there with a triple. So Brady Stewart, we'll go ahead and call that a triple. Might have been overrun a little bit by the Nevada Cup right fielder, but it was a well-hit ball. And Stewart stands at third base with an RBI to his credit. Brings up right fielder Caleb Brown. That pitch inside for ball 1. Or rather, Caleb Crum, rather. 0 for 2 tonight. On the night is Caleb. Fastball down low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out now to Caleb Crum. Brady Stewart standing on third. Here's a pitch from Edwards. Swing and a miss by Crum for strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike to Crum. Here's a pitch from Edwards. Swung on and hit out to left field. That's going to be dropping in there for a base hit over the shortstop's head in front of the left fielder. And Stewart trots home. And Caleb Crum gets a single and an RBI. And Tigers picked up 2. They lead 9-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Brings up the left fielder, Braden Blackford, looks at a strike. Blackford on the night, 2 for 2, 2 singles. His prior 2 trips. Facing Cub hurdler James Edwards. There's a pitch, swung and fouled back to the fence. And Blackford now in the hole, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Already have 2 across, and they lead Nevada 9-1 in this non-conference game. Pitch from Edwards, way outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tiger Baseball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Christian E. Dan Walker, and our thanks to Colton Seek, spending a couple innings up here with us on this Thursday night. Beautiful night for baseball. Here's a pitch. Swung on and fouled back and up and out of play. And Blackford stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, a big thank you and a tip of that to all our sponsors who help us bring these broadcasts home to you. Here's a pitch. Swung on and ripped right at the first base. A nice play. Steps in the bag for 1 and gets the ball. The ball gets away. And so heading down to third is the Tiger base runner. That's Crum. So Blackford is retired, unassisted put out. And then on the double play ball, the throw was low, gets past the second baseman. And Crum goes all the way to the third base. So Tigers have a runner at third and 2 outs, bringing up the catcher, Cole Johnson. 1 for 2 tonight. Singled and scored a run his first at bat. 1 for 3 tonight. Singled and scored a run his first at bat. Flew out and then grounded out his next 2 appearances. Here's a pitch from Edwards. Swung on and ripped towards the third base side. Third baseman up with the ball. Throws across the diamond. Skips in front of the first baseman, but he makes a nice scoop to get the out to retire the side. Tigers get 2 across. They lead 9-1 on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Since 1999, Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars has raised scholarship money for our graduating seniors. To date, we have awarded 1,820 scholarships to GHS graduates. We need you to be a part of our scholarship community, be a part of our GHS graduates' futures, and be a part of Grinnell Newberg Dollars for Scholars. Please consider sponsoring a senior scholarship. Go Tigers!
Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by the Grinnell Newburgh Dollars for Scholars.
All right, new pitcher in for the Tigers, number 10, Cole Blackford. Sophomore pitcher, going to get some work here in this top of the 6th inning. Again, Tigers have a doubleheader tomorrow night against Norwalk. Of course, Tigers leading the Little Hawkeye Conference. And I believe Norwalk, well, they're actually in 4th place. They're 9-7 over in the conference, 17-10 overall. Little Hawkeye Conference tacked up this way. Grinnell leads the conference at 13-2. Indianola in 2nd place, and DCG both tied with 10-5 records. Norwalk in 4th, 9-7. Then you have Pella, Newton, Oskaloosa, and Pella Christian to round out the Little Hawkeye Conference. And again, according to our PA announcer Dave Schaefer, the boys' pairings, the coaches meet this weekend, and the pairings will be released next Wednesday. The Tigers know what district they're in. They're going to be in District 7. They know the teams that will be in the district. They just don't know the pairings until next Wednesday. Leading off for the Cubs in the top of the 6th inning, second baseman number 16, Cale Franzen. 0 for 2 tonight, flew out, grounded out, facing Cole Blackford. Here's a pitch from Blackford. Down low, skips away from the catcher. Cole Johnson for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit towards the second base and third base side, right between the two of them for a clean single. So Franzen gets on board. Just to the left of the third baseman, just to the right of the shortstop. Sneaks through there. 4-base hit. Brings up right fielder number 5, Ty Dittmer. 0 for 2 on the night. Flew out and struck out his prior 2 trips. No outs. Runner at first for the Cubs here. Top of the 6th inning. Grinnell leads Nevada 9-1. Dittmer steps in now to face Cole Blackford, the new Tiger pitcher. Here's the pitch. Nice off speed for strike 1. Again, our next broadcast next Monday night, Tigers softball will take the air as they host the Pella Dutch for a single game. Pitch on the way, swung and chop fouled on the third base line. And the count is 0-2. Tigers had a tough luck loss last night. They played Indianola, the number 7th ranked team in Class 4A. At Indianola, they spotted them 1 run in the bottom of the first. And that was it. Tigers lost at Indianola 1-0. They're playing good baseball or good softball. Just not having the luck. And there's a pitch kind of waved at it. The umpire said he did commit, and that is a strikeout. So Dittmer goes down swinging, and that brings up first baseman number 35, Connor Shinetkoke. Now Cole Johnson goes out to talk to his young pitcher. But, Tigers just had tough luck. And we'll take the air Monday around 7:20 or so. First pitch around 7:30. The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network on YouTube.
Now, on the other hand, the baseball team made the sweep.
They did.
I guess we talked about that earlier.
We did. But that's it's always good to revisit that because the guys are having a great season. And the girls are playing hard, just haven't had the breaks go their way. First pitch now from Blackford down in the dirt. Nice stop by Johnson for ball 1. 1 out, runner at first for the Cubs. Second baseman Cale Franzen on board. Tigers lead Nevada 9-1 here, top of the 6th inning. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. That fooled Shinetkoke. Kind of a weak little swing. And the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a pitch. Runner's going. Swung on and hit right up the middle. Knocked down by the Tigers second baseman. Couldn't get it. Runner's going to round and go all the way to third. Tigers get the ball in. And now the Cubs have runners at first and third with nobody out. Brings up the shortstop number 2, Carter Beving. Beving, 0 for 2. Flew out, grounded out his prior 2 trips. See if Coach Steve Glenn does the bunter. Has a lot of options on the table with the runners at first and third and 1 out. See what Coach Glenn decides to do. Here comes a pitch from Blackford. Swung on and hit up in center field. Tiger player made the catch. And the Cub runner did not advance. So Beving hit it to center field. I wouldn't say it was shallow, but it wasn't exactly deep either. And Coach Glenn decided he needs base runners, so he kept his runner at third. And they make the catch for the second out. And that brings up the designated hitter, number 1, William Carsrud. 1 for 2, single, and struck out his prior 2 trips. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball misses outside for ball 1. My apologies there on the voice there a minute ago. I was just going along and all of a sudden it just left. Not sure what happened there. That pitch down low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now to Carsrud. Again, Cubs have runners at first and third, but now 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Grinnell leads 9-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside for 3-0 count. See if Coach Glenn has Carsrud take on this one. Normally they do in this situation. We'll see. Here's the pitch. Swung on. He was hitting up the middle. Touched on second base. Second baseman catches it. Alex Smith touches the bag on second for the force out to retire the side end in the threat. Tigers lead in Nevada 9-1 on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hey there, I'm Joey Pollei, third-generation owner of Polley's in Grinnell. Since 1957, we've been serving you the flavors you savor. Dine in, carry out, or pick up our frozen pizzas for a night in. Our promise to you? Everything is made from scratch, and we only use the freshest ingredients, guaranteed. Plus, get your kids signed up for our Pags Pals program to get free pizza and shirts. Visit polleisgrinnellia.com or ask your server how to sign up. See you soon at Polley's Pizza Grinnell on 5th Ave between Main and Broad Street.
Every sunrise offers new opportunities to dream big or to take that next small step. Every sunrise is another chance to build on the one before or to start with a clean slate. Because every sunrise is tomorrow's promise made real. And Grinnell Mutual is tomorrow's promise protected. Trust in tomorrow and contact a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
The Tiger Sports live stream network is brought to you by Polley's Pizza and Grinnell Mutual.
To the bottom of the 6th inning we go. Tigers lead 9-1. Alex Smith leading off for the Tigers. He is 2 for 3 on the night. Doubled and scored, flew out, and singled his prior 3 trips tonight. So Alex Smith steps in to face James Edwards. Here's the pitch. Fouled right on it. Fouled it straight back. The safe ball player fouls the ball and goes straight back. They are right on the timing. They just missed it a little bit. He fouls it back for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and ripped over the third baseman's head for a base hit. So Smith gets on board. Third hit of the night for Alex. And he is on board here again. Colin Gibson steps in now, Tiger shortstop. 1 for 3 tonight. Single and scored and flew out twice in his 3 trips tonight. Gibby can end it here with 1 swing. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is popped high in the air but foul for strike 1. Again, the wind still blowing fairly well out there in center field. Now it's kind of drifting maybe a little bit towards left center. It was straightaway center when we started. Now it's kind of changed a bit. So we'll see if that comes into play. There's a pitch outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Colin. Tiger shortstop. Waits the pitch now from Edwards. Here we go. That's swung on and over the third baseman's head for a clean single. Tigers have runners at first and second now as Smith stops at second. Brings up first baseman Will Doty. 1 for 3 on the night. 2 ground outs and a walk and scored a run, so he's actually 0 for 3 tonight. Is Will, so he is due. Facing James Edwards. Here's the pitch. Up and in for ball 1. Just a gorgeous night here at Fowler Field. Glad to have you with us on this Thursday night on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Breaking ball up and in once again for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now. To Doty. Runners at first and second for the Tigers. No outs. They lead Nevada 9-1. Pitch on the way from Edwards. Big swing from Doty. Big cut, but misses for strike 1. Two and one now, the count to the Tiger first baseman. Here's a pitch from Edwards. That pitch misses low for ball 3. Edwards gives a long look at the umpire. He wanted that one. Did not get the call. And Doty now ahead of the count, 3-1. Here's the pitch. Outside, and Doty draws a walk to load the bases. That loads him up for Brady Kaufman, who pitched 5 good innings. Now he moves to the DH. Kaufman tonight is 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored. Single, single, and a double on his night. Here's the pitch. Ooh. Just catches the outside corner for strike 1. Tigers get 2 runs. It'll be over on the 10-run rule. There's a pitch outside for ball 1. So the game-ending run is now at second base for the Tigers in the form of Colin Gibson. Kaufman waits a pitch from Edwards. Swung on and popped up high to shallow left, drifting over as the left fielder. He'll make the catch in fair ground. Grinnell fakes like they're going to run, and he trots back in. So Kaufman flies out to get the first out. Brings up third baseman, number 12, Jalen Idle. He's 2 for 3 tonight, a home run and a double, and a flyout for Jalen. So a good night to play for him as well. Facing James Edwards, who's come in relief of the starter Colton Leslie and did a pretty nice job. There's a big swing and a miss by Idle there for strike 1. His first inning, he only faced 4 Tigers, gave up 1 single, and the second time around, Tigers got 2 runs on him. There's a rip by Idle to left center field, but he got under it, and the center fielder makes the catch. Tiger tags from third and trots home. That's Alex Smith. Another RBI for Idle. Unofficially have him for 6 RBIs on the night for Idle. Wow, that's a good night's work. Brings up center fielder number 1, Brady Stewart. 1 for 3 tonight. Ground out, fly out, and a triple by Brady Stewart. Tigers did not advance. The other 2 runners did not advance, so Tigers have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And Stewart takes the first pitch for a ball. Here comes a pitch from Edwards. That's low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. If Stewart gets on, Caleb Crum will step in for the Tigers. Edwards gets the sign from his catcher. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss, a breaking ball, a beautiful pitch by Edwards for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners are first and second for Grinnell. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, they already have 1 across. They lead 10-1. Here's a pitch from Edwards. Outside for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. To the Tiger center fielder. Facing James Edwards. Here's a pitch from Edwards. Inside for ball 4. And that will load him up. So Stewart gets the walk. Brings up Caleb Crum for the Tigers. 0 for 2 on the night, grounded out, struck out, or rather 1 for 3 tonight, grounded out, struck out, and then singled his last time up. Here's facing Edwards. Pitch from Edwards, a fastball, a beautiful pitch. Catches the outside corner for strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Way outside. Nice stop by the Cub catcher. 1 ball and 1 strike now the count. To Caleb Crump. Steps out of the box. Kind of looks at his bat. Sets himself. Here comes the 1-1. Misses low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners full. Bases are loaded for Grinnell here in the bottom of the 6th. Here comes the pitch. Gets the outside corner for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded for Grinnell. James Edwards for the Cubs trying to get out of the jam. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up. Going to be in the infield. Third baseman ranges back, makes the catch for the third out to retire the side and end the Tiger threat. They do get one. They lead 10-1 after 6 innings on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Jeff Finch here from West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell. We normally go to the auction to restock our used cars and trucks, but prices have skyrocketed. If we're going to overpay, we'd rather overpay our friends, neighbors, and past customers. Bring your vehicle in for a quick 20-minute appraisal. You can either take the cash, trade for a different vehicle, or walk away. In some cases, your vehicle may be worth more than you paid for it. See us at West Finch Auto Plaza in Grinnell or online at westfinch.com.
Grasshoppers, turtles, polar bears, and chunky monkeys? The Dairy Barn, located at 1810 6th Avenue in Grinnell, is not your typical barnyard. Stop by before or after the big ball game to pick up your favorite ice cream or flavor of the day yogurt. They also have a full line of delicious foods, including tenderloins, pulled pork sandwiches, popular chicken wraps, and much, much more. Don't have time to stop at the barn? Catch them on the move at some of the favorite events around Grinnell, or give us a call and try out our catering. And don't forget to check out www.dairybarngrinnell.com to order online or the Chow Now app. Remember, I scream, you scream, we all scream for Dairy Barn.
The Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is brought to you by West Finch Auto Plaza, the Dairy Barn, and the top of the 7th is brought to you by Brent Nichols State Farm.
The Nevada Cubs down to their last at bat. They trail 10-1. They will send left fielder Christian Hawbaker, catcher Anthony Eaton, and the pitcher James Edwards, at least scheduled to bat in this top of the 7th. Coach Steve Glenman talking to the home plate umpire. I think they're just chatting, though. I don't see the umpire pulling out his notepad to make any changes. So here we go. Tigers 3 outs away from notching a non-conference win over the Cubs. Left fielder Christian Hawbaker steps in. He is 1 for 2 tonight, struck out, singled, and scored. The only run for the Cubs tonight. Facing Cole Blackford. Here's the pitch from Blackford. Pitch misses low for ball 1. As I said, Cubs will send Hawbaker, Eaton, and Edwards scheduled to bat in this half of the 7th. That pitch was upstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now to Hawbaker, the Cub left fielder. Here's the 2-0. Swung on and ripped foul down the third base side, over the fence, out of play for strike 1. He really turned on that pitch. That offering from Blackford. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and hit towards the third base side. Scooped up by the Tiger third baseman. Long throw across. Nice save by Doty at first, but no chance to get the runner, as that throw was high and off the bag. And Hawbaker reaches. We'll have to see what they score that. Brings up the catcher for the Cubs, number 11, Anthony Eaton. 0 for 2 tonight. He walked and struck out his prior 2 trips. Blackford now settles in, gets a sign from his catcher, Cole Johnson. Here's the pitch. Fastball catches the corner for strike one. I will say this about doing baseball and softball. There goes the runner, and the pitch is swung on and fouled away. Coach Glenn had the hit and run on that time as the runner broke for second, but Eaton fouled it off, and it's 0-2. Used to be not too long ago, the umpires were nice and loud, and they made the call, and everybody could hear it. Now, this year, what I've seen, there's a big breaking ball, misses everything upstairs for ball one. They make the mechanics, they make the sign, but they hardly say anything, or it's so quiet you can't even hear them. I'm not saying that's good or bad, I'm just saying it's unusual. Normally they're pretty vocal about their calls. That pitch misses outside, evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Edwards is in the on-deck circle for the Cubs. Here's a pitch. Runner going. It's low, but then bobbled by Cole Johnson. So Hawbaker will get a stolen base there. And that was a ball, so fills up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner on second now for the Cubs. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Cole Blackford trying to close this one out for the Tigers. Here's a pitch. Right down the middle, and that pitch is fouled off again by Eaton. Nice battle, nice job by Eaton just to foul it off. Count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Blackford looks back at second. Here comes a pitch home. That's swung on and ripped into right field for a base hit. Knocked away, or bounces away from our right fielder, so the run's going to score. So Nevada gets one on the board. And Hawbaker scores from second. Eaton safe at first. We'll have to see how that's scored as well. So now Nevada gets one on the board, and they trail now 10-2. Brings up the pitcher, James Edwards. 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out, grounded out his prior 2 trips. Nobody out. Runner on first for the Cubs. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball misses upstairs for ball 1. Tigers' line score goes 10 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. Nevada's line score 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Edwards fooled by that pitch. Kind of a weak swing there. And it evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Blackford working quickly. Here comes a pitch. Swung on and popped up off the handle right to the first baseman. He makes the catch to retire Edwards for the first out. A much-needed out for the Tigers. Now 2 outs away from wrapping up the victory. Brings up center fielder Gavin Malone. 0 for 3 on the night. Flew out, grounded out, struck out his prior 3 trips. So Malone, as they would say, is due. Blackford says, not if I have anything to say about it. There's the first pitch, fouled away down the third base line off the fence. And Malone behind in the count, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on, and Malone rips that one. That's fouled down the right field side. So he fouled one down the left field side. Now he fouled one down the right field side. And the first base coach of the Cubs trots out to chase that one down. And now Blackford ahead, 0-2. Nevada first base coach gets back. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on, popped up. Cole Johnson takes his mask off. Thought he had to play for a second, but it goes over the fence out of play. And Malone stays alive at 0-2. Tigers tomorrow night are travel to Norwalk for a big doubleheader against the Norwalk Warriors. 0-2 now coming to Malone. Runners going, swung on and popped up foul. Malone hanging in there, making Blackford throw some pitches. But he fouls it off. Runner returns back to first. Blackford now gets a sign from Cole Johnson. And here's the 0-2. Breaking ball hits him. Malone didn't even move. And now, runners at first and second. With one out. Brings up the second baseman, number 16, Cale Franzen. He's 1 for 3 on the night, flew out, grounded out, and singled his prior 3 trips. Blackford's pitch low and in the dirt. Nice stop by Cole Johnson for ball 1. 10-2, Tigers with the lead here, top of the 7th inning. Nevada has runners at first and second with 1 out. Here's a pitch from Blackford. Swung on, and that is ripped foul down the third base line. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Right fielder Ty Dittmer's on the on-deck circle for the Cubs. Should Franzen reach base. 1-1 now from Blackford. Swung on, ripped right up the middle. It was lined over, caught by the pitcher. Throws over to first to double up the runner. And just like that, a double play to end the ball game. Tigers get the win 10-2. Once again, the line score. Grinnell 10 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. Nevada 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. I'd like to thank Colton Seek for taking time out of his schedule to come up here and be our guest color analyst for innings 2 and 3. And to thank Dan Walker for all his help and work tonight. And my thanks to you for watching this broadcast of Tiger Baseball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Once again, your final score, Grinnell defeats Nevada 10-2. Good night, everybody, from Fowler Field on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is a violation of the law.